Okay, I'm here with Helen Dawes from C.L.E.A.R from Brookes University, and she's just going to say a few words about how we might be able to help each other out and how they might be able to get involved with the row itself, and hopefully gather some information and some data that will help further research. So I'm just going to turn around now, down in the exercise part of the building. So you're going to see some of the stuff that's going on in the background, and like I say, Helen's just going to explain a little bit about what they're about and how we might be able to work together. Alright, you're on.
Okay, so we're in the clinical exercise and rehab unit here at Brookes, and as you see, if you look around the unit, lots of people working hard, and this unit specialises in mainly people with some form of neurological condition, such as Parkinson's, and so that's why we're quite interested in getting involved in the Pacific Row with Alex and Darren. So we're interested really in seeing how someone with Parkinson's responds during the row and how they compare to someone without Parkinson's. I think it's a fantastic opportunity and an amazing feat. So we're doing quite a lot of work here with Parkinson's. So we've just done a study where we've been exploring people with Parkinson's and how they respond to exercise. So what we'd like to do is see how somebody gets on such a big event. Yeah.
So what kind of thing do you want to get Alex and myself in to do then? You talked about when we saw upstairs earlier on, like the lab.
Yeah.
What sort of thing would we be doing up there?
So what would be good would be if we could have a look at your fitness and your strength and also your flexibility, because some of those are going to be important when you're actually rowing. And because of Parkinson's, we'd also like to see what happens in the brain and the muscles whilst you're rowing here, and then we want to see the impact of all of that has on you over the period of the row itself, and then we can see how you do afterwards. And particularly what we'd like to do is gather some data on the go whilst you're actually rowing, and then we can have a look at how you both cope and respond during the time.
You just talked about monitoring some of the responses in the brain. If you just talk a little bit about that, about how you go about doing that, the equipment that's involved?
Yeah, so when you move, normally your brain obviously will direct your movements and tell you how to move. And so somebody has something wrong with the nervous system, they'll move in a slightly different way, and sometimes it can be a little bit hard work for the brain to control that movement than say with somebody who hasn't got something wrong with the nervous system. And sometimes that can be a bit more tiring for someone say with Parkinson's. So what we're going to do is put some optodes on your head and then look at which areas of the brain are working, particularly the ones that are doing the movement. So we'll probably look at rowing movement. So we'd expect that your arms and legs that are doing the activity will be working, but we'll also look at some other areas as well. And then we'll see what happens, because I think certainly Alex is quite new to rowing, so it'll be relatively new because he's got a running background and various things. So what we'll look and see is what the impact of doing those repeated rows for that period of time, and see whether he gets better at it from a brain side.
And that was the last thing, is what would you expect to find out from this data? What are you looking for?
Well, you're going to get fitter. And I would imagine that you'll get a lot better at rowing during the period of time, because you're just going to practice it day after day. So as long as you don't get injured during that time, so hopefully the brain will get better at controlling the movements, because that's what the brain does. It gets better at controlling activities. So we'd like to see perhaps that less areas of the brain are having to work to do the same activity at the end, which would be really interesting. So maybe that might happen. And then we'd like to see, fitness-wise, how you respond during the activity, and just see how hard you work during the time.
Really hard, obviously, really hard. Yeah.
So that's always quite interesting to see how hard people are working. And just your movements. So what we'll try and do is monitor your actual movements as well when you're rowing, and see whether you get better at rowing, so know how good you are.
Yeah, some of it. That's great, thank you very much. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I just want to say it's been fantastic to come down and meet Helen today, and what they're doing is really interesting and worthwhile. It's been fantastic to come down into the exercise room here and see everyone working away. There's a lot of happy smiles around, and the staff as well is really nice. So I'm really hoping that we can do something with them in the future, and hopefully involve Brookes University, because it's a fantastic place to be able to have in the community for you to come along. Right, thanks very much.